Well, I'm back. And guess what? The book is going to be coming to an end. I love this book. Anyway, I was looking around my room, which has lots of stuff in it, needs to be cleaned up. But I found this item, and it made me think of one of the poems that we talked about. First of all, just a little bit about this. This came from a place called Burma. I was there visiting my grandkids, and it's made out of paper mache, and it's very light, and somebody painted it by hand, but it made me think of that poem, Tiger, Tiger. Remember that poem from a while ago? Anyway, just thought I'd show you that. Now we'll get back to Jack. And let's see, Walter Dean Myers, the yellow dog, Miss Stretchberry, his classmates. Ready? May 2nd. Oh my gosh, it sounds like it's near the end of school. May 2nd. Yes, you can type up the thing about trying not to think about something, but you'd better leave my name off it because it was just words coming out of my head, and I wasn't paying too much attention to which words came out when. May 7th. Maybe you could show me how to use the computer, and then I could type up my own words. May 8th. I didn't know about the spell checking thing inside the computer. It's like a miracle. Little brain in there, a little helper brain. But I am a slow typer person. Did you stay there? Did you say there is a teaching typing thing in that computer too? Will it help me type better and faster? Tap, 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 tap. So my fingers can go as fast as my brain. May 14th. I typed this by myself. Let me just show it to you real quick, what it looks like in the book. So he typed this by himself. The title is My Sky. We were outside in the street, me and some other kids, kicking the ball before dinner, and Sky was chasing, 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 with his feet going every which way, and his tail wagging, and his mouth slobbering. And he was all over the place, smiling and wagging and slobbering and making us laugh. And my dad came walking up the street. He was way down there, near the end. I could see him after he got off the bus. And he was walking. And I saw him wave. And he called out, "Hey there, son." And so I didn't see the car coming from the other way until someone else, one of the big kids, called out, "Car!" And I turned around and I saw a blue car, splattered with mud, speeding down the road. And I saw Sky going after the ball, wagging his tail. And I called him, "Sky, Sky!" And he turned his head. But it was too late, because the blue car, splattered with mud, hit Sky. Thud, 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 and kept on going. In such a hurry, so fast, so many miles to go, it couldn't even stop. And Sky was just there in the road, lying on his side, with his legs bent funny and his side heaving, and he looked up at me And I said, "Sky, Sky, Sky." And then my dad was there, and he lifted Sky out of the road and laid him on the grass. And Sky closed his eyes, and he never opened them again, ever. May 15. I don't know if you put it on the board and people read it, it might make them sad. May 17th. Okay, I guess I'll put my name on it, but I hope it doesn't make people feel too sad. And if it does, maybe you could think of something to cheer everybody up. Like maybe with some of those brownies, you make the chocolate ones that are so good. May 21st. Wow, 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 wow. That was the best news ever. I can't believe it. Mr. Walter Dean Myers is really, really, really coming to our school. He was coming to our city anyway to see his old buddy. And he would be honored to visit our clean school and meet the mostly nice kids who like his poems. We sure are lucky his old buddy lives in our town. Wow! May 28th. The bulletin board looks like it's blooming words with everybody's poems up there on all those colored sheets of paper. Yellow, blue, pink, red, green. And the bookcase looks like it's sprouting books. All of them by Mr. Walter Dean Myers. Lined up, looking back at us, waiting for Mr. Walter Dean Myers himself to come to our school, right into our classroom. Wow! May 29th. I can't wait. I can't sleep. Are you sure you hid my poem that was inspired by Mr. Walter Dean Myers? I don't want to do anything to upset him. June 1st. Mr. Walter Dean Myers Day. So just let you see how it's printed on the page. Mr. Walter Dean Myers Day. I never in my whole life ever heard anybody who could talk like that. Mr. Walter Dean Myers. All of my blood in my veins was bubbling, and all the thoughts in my head were buzzing. And I wanted to keep Mr. Walter Dean Myers at my school forever. June 6th. Dear Mr. Walter Dean Myers, thank you 100 million times for leaving your work and your family and your things people have to do and to come and visit us in our school, in our class. We hope you liked your visit. We think maybe you did, because you were smiling all over the place. And when you read your poems, you had the best voice, low and deep and friendly and warm, like it was reaching out and wrapping us all up in a big squeeze. And when you laughed, you had the best laugh I've ever heard in my life, like it was coming from way down deep and bubbling up, rolling and tumbling out into the air. We hope we didn't ask you too many questions, but we thank you for answering every which one, and especially for saying that you would be flattered if someone used some of your words, and especially if they added a note that they were inspired by Walter Dean Myers. And it was nice of you to read all of our poems on the bulletin board, and I hope it didn't make you too sad when you read the one about my dog Sky. getting smushed in the road. And I think you liked the brownies too, right? Thank you for coming to see us, Mr. Walter Dean Myers. Inside this envelope is a poem using some of your words, and I wrote it. It was inspired by you, Mr. Walter Dean Myers, from your #1 fan, Jack. And that's the end. But I'm going to read the Love That Dog poem, inspired by Walter Dean Myers, by Jack. Love that dog, like a bird loves to fly. I said, I love that dog, like a bird loves to fly. Love to call him in the morning. Love to call him, hey there, sky. Well, that is the end of this book. But there's so much we can do to get out of it, like writing poems and learning to listen to them and get enjoyment from them and maybe see the funny parts in them. And I'm hoping that you try writing some poetry throughout the month of April. So hope you enjoyed it and were able to think about Jack and yourself and learning all these wonderful things to do with the English language. I'll read another book soon. Talk to you later.